Hey YouTube, Dawson Ryder here, coming at you with a quick little video today with some sort of Power Rangers news. It's not like breaking news, headline news, but we got a little preview for the upcoming Power Rangers Infinite comic. I think it's called Infinite or Infinity or something like that. It's this very odd looking comic that they announced a while back. We got this very interesting looking group of Rangers on the cover. It's a one-shot that's going to kind of be its own fun thing. They talk about how it's going to tie a little bit into the current event storyline, but it was just a very odd announcement, only because we are in the middle of this big event storyline, and then we just found out it's the end of the mainline comics as we currently know them. So it just seemed like a bit of a funny thing, and I wasn't like the most excited for it. I was more curious, but this little preview we got made me more excited. As it shows, we're going to be seeing a couple different like multiversal Rangers that are unique teams, and I wanted to talk about it because I thought it was a bit of fun. You know, we kind of have this context showing, talking about power cycles and all the different themes of Rangers, and we get a look at, you know, some of the Rangers we know, Jungle Fury, RPM, all that stuff. But then they show off some other teams that we've never seen before, which are just original random teams, multiversal style, with the first one being Power Rangers Paladin Force, which are these very Mystic Knights of Tirnanog coded looking Rangers, and honestly, I love these. The second team are a little bit more of a fun joke, whereas these I think are just really cool. Like, the only thing you have kind of carrying over from other Rangers is you do have the like mmpr diamond on there, but otherwise these are really sick designs. Like, I honestly love all of them. I think red and yellow might be my favorite just because red looks just, I don't know, it just really stands out, but yellow has this like badass look with the broken horn off of it. It's got the sick axe. Now I'm looking at it also, it's just reminding me of like Imagines for some reason, like I'm just thinking of Kintaros from Den-O. But god, they're just so cool looking, man. I really love stuff like this. What I love about the comic and why I would love for us to do more original stuff and go animated is like you don't have to be like, oh, let's use this Sentai or that Sentai or go back and use a new power, although I did like that, which I want to talk about in a second. But you can just do whatever you want when you get to make your own stuff, and I love seeing cool stuff like this. Like, I know it's popular to hate on multiverse stories, but when it's fun for me, I do like a good multiverse story. And this type of stuff very much reminds me of like Spider-Verse and stuff like that, where it's really cool to see like different versions you know of characters meet, like Ultimate Spider-Man meeting Prime Spider-Man, all that type of stuff. But then you also get to do cool stuff like, hey, what if it was a world where Spider-Man was a ninja? And it's just cool to explore not only like design-wise what this looks like, but I would read a comic or watch an animated series about this. And it's cool to also experiment with like different looking Rangers. Like, these are clearly very Ranger-esque, but also like different than your traditional style where they're in spandex and all that stuff. Now, the other team is a little bit more of a fun gag, which is Power Rangers Personal Trainer Force. Like, in general, you know, this kind of looks more in line with the ones we saw on the cover, which kind of is more fun, almost parody leaning, but I also think it's kind of fun. I like the idea that you can have like these really cool badass Night Rangers, but then something that's having a bit of a fun with the concept, and it could come across like more of a parody series if you were ever to write something about this. Honestly, my favorite thing about this team is their little alpha bot that's like a floating punching bag. That is honestly really cool and one of my favorite little alpha variants you're getting. But I just thought this was a lot of fun, and honestly this hyped me up more for this comic. Like, I wasn't not looking forward to it, but like I said, I was more curious than anything just because it was such an odd little entry, and I assumed it would kind of just be a bit of fun and not like a major chapter in this saga we're doing for the end here. But just seeing this made me kind of excited to see what it has to offer. I mean, already with this mixed team you have these kind of random variant Rangers, and now that we're going to get to see this, I hope we actually get to see maybe one or two more. I think that would be fun just because I think it's creative, fun, and cool, and so I would love to see that. And I like kind of expanding that idea kind of beyond what you already know. Kind of like, I did like new powers in Super Mega Force, sue me. Like, even though it was obviously just done because they wanted to use the footage, I like that it kind of made me feel like there's other Rangers on other planets and stuff that we haven't seen. You know, it's also kind of like when you get something like Ben 10 or something or whatever, and they pop up like an alien menu, and there's aliens you haven't seen. Like, it just kind of has this cool, like, oh, there's something new I haven't seen out there, and I like that vibe, and I think that's kind of cool, and this got me excited for it, and I wanted to highlight it. Also makes me very disappointed that we're currently in a situation where we would never get figures for stuff like this. I'm not gonna pretend I would love personal trainer figures, although I would love a little figure of the Alpha, but I would love the figures for these Night ones. There's like a bunch of different comic designs and other things I would like, and it's unfortunate that the direction we're currently heading is likely only going to have MMPR, like kids level toys, which they'll probably be pretty decent because the Playmates toys are pretty solid, but I mean, we're not going to get cool collector's stuff, and unfortunately, like, Power Rangers isn't as big of a brand like Star Wars and Marvel for like Hasbro, where they can afford to make everything from the most popular characters that will sell to like niche ones that are gonna, shelf warm, but they can afford to make them anyway. I wish Power Rangers was on a level where they can still make the Tommies, but then make Personal Trainer Red that I'm going to want to pick up. But anyways, guys, I just wanted to talk about that because I thought it was a bit of fun. This comes out August 20th or 21st, I think, so I'll definitely be covering that. But let me know what you think of this. What kind of variant Rangers would you like to see? Let me know in the comments as always. Until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and climb the steps and ring that bell to get notifications for all my videos. Dawson Ryder, signing out.